you?
Yes, we do.
Okay. The teacher of God is generous out of self-interest. This does not refer, however, to the self of which the world speaks. The teacher of God does not want anything he cannot give away because he realizes it would be valueless to him by definition. What would he want it for? He could only lose because of it. He could not gain. Therefore, he does not seek what only he could keep, because that is a guarantee of loss. He does not want to suffer. Why should he ensure himself pain? But he does want to keep for himself all things that are of God, and therefore for his Son. These are the things that belong to him. These he can give away in true generosity, protecting them forever for himself.
A little different spin on the whole thing.
Thinking about generosity as giving, and giving means you're giving gifts, and then I thought, well, if I'm giving ego things like I give my car to somebody, it's gone. It really is gone. But the real gifts are the gifts of God. We talked about a little bit in the last class that, love and peace and joy and the 100 different
The ideas, yes.
God,
ideas when you give them away are just increased in your own strength of belief.
That was the point
right.
I was gonna make.
And that's what we're doing, right? We're increasing our strength of belief that we deserve mercy by giving mercy and forgiveness, where before we would have given attack. We're increasing our faith that that's what I deserve, that's what everyone deserves, and that's what God says we deserve. So it's probably the thought system we should be lining up with if we want to.
It would be a good idea.
Yeah, it would be a good idea.
I'd like to just point out that there is a lesson. I mean, it's really true that he's really focusing on innocence, forgiveness, and changing our mind about who our brother is. But there is one lesson where he makes it really clear that since all things are ideas, if we give a thing away, we actually get it back in a form that's even more acceptable to us. So if we're really giving a thing away, not from sacrifice, but from true generosity, we don't lose it.
And that's something they teach in the biblical, churches a lot.
They make a very big thing out of that.
Yeah, they do.
He makes it like a footnote.
Because it's
the truth. Because he doesn't want us to focus on the physical.
I think one of the hardest lessons to learn, though, is when you say getting it out there, putting it out there, means putting it here in this one too.
Yeah.
And that's the hardest part, is to
connect
get past this one.
Yeah.
Because when you do it here, you're still doing it out there.
That's right. Whatever you give here or there is expanded in your awareness. You're increasing its thought. That's great. See, that's guided, like he said earlier, if you have all your decisions and judgments made by the Holy Spirit, then everything you do is just going to keep reaping harvests. That's what they call it. Everything you do, every gift of forgiveness, kindness, generosity, gentleness, or things, it's just going to increase, because there's an abundance in the mind of God that we are going to experience by not holding on to things so tightly.
Because you're not attached to the outcome, and you're not getting it. You're not trying to get something from what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You're working this other plan.